Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Games and Names. Our sport for this episode is the sport of kickboxing, and we feature young stars, members of Egypt's girls team, the youth female team, Yara, Yasser, Judy, Nabil, and Sama Bassem. So let's get to know more about kickboxing here in Egypt, and specifically kickboxing for young girls in the upcoming minutes of Games and Names. Kickboxing is a descriptive term for martial arts that, while similar to boxing, use the feet just like the hands to hit. Kickboxing can be practiced for general health or as the fight sport. The World Kickboxing represents a set of disciplines or sports of combat that use the feet and the fists. Especially kickboxing is one of the disciplines of boxe pied-point, which was developed at first by Japanese and afterwards by North Americans. There are different kinds of kickboxing. Most popular is one where kicks are allowed towards head and torso only. In the middle of the years, the 1960s, the Japanese Kurosaki, who trained in Kyokushinkai karate, traveled to Thailand discovering Thai boxing. In his returning to Japan, he decided to combine his techniques of karate with that of Thai boxing, removing elbow strikes. The Americans also removed knee strikes later, so a new sport called kickboxing was born. Among the non-Japanese that gained more successes, a special consideration should be given to Frenchman Christian Guillaume, who in '69 gained 4 victories and 2 draws, and American Benny the Jet Urquidez, who in '77 defeated Tatsuyuki Suzuki in 4 rounds. In '73, Urquidez and Howard Hansen created the WKA, or the World Karate Association, changing gears after the KD Karate for that of kickboxing. The more known champions are Rock Kamen, Benny Urquidez, Dennis Alexio, Ernesto Hust, and Marek Petoworski. Punches and kicks are permitted for above the waist. Sweepings and the low kicks are also permitted. The amateur combats take place in 3 rounds, and the professional ones last up to 5 rounds, and 10 in Championships of Europe and 12 in World Championships, with a 1-minute halftime break between rounds. The kicks to the thigh or low kick usually decide about the difference in the combat. Pants, long or short boxing gloves, and protectors for the teeth and the genitals. In the female combats, women should also wear protector or chests and boots.
أنا اسمي يارا سليمان. أنا عندي 13 سنة. بدايتي مع اللعبة كنت
My name is Yara Suleiman. I'm 14 years of age. I started playing Kung Fu with Captain Walid. At the beginning, my brother was playing with Captain Walid, and he was the one who encouraged me. And then I tried to play Kung Fu. I really enjoyed playing with Captain Walid. I lost my first tournament when I was 5 years of age, but then I won 35 trophies, including 3 and also 3 silvers. Captain Walid introduced me to kickboxing as well, and I also loved it. I lost in the first championship I played in also, but I went on to win 8 tournaments in kickboxing, and I was the first nationally and third internationally. We have 7 styles: style a ring, style on the mat, and we have 3 styles on the ring: full contact and K1 and locate, and on the mat we have 0.5. And we also have different styles on the ring. For points, Captain Walid makes me play all styles. When there are championships, he chooses the style for me, and then we have big training sessions before the tournament, train on skills and of course on fights and trial matches before tournaments.
عشان خاطر نتدرب عشان لما نخش البطولة بنعرف نلعب عليها. الولاد والبنات بيكونوا مش بيختلفوا في التمرين نفسه هو والقوة البدنية نفسها هي.
Training sessions for boys and girls is almost identical. We have the same goals, but of course what differs is the weight category. We have different weight categories in the girls competitions compared to the boys competitions. We girls depend on fitness, but the boys depend on the power, on the strength. I think the most important thing to succeed in kickboxing is training, focus, and determination. And to focus on your weak points, to prepare very well for tournaments. I played, of course, in the Cairo Championships and in the national championships before being selected to the national team. The most important teams in the sport in Egypt include Al Ghaba and the military institutions sports teams. As for successful Arab countries in the sport, we have Jordan, Algeria, and Morocco. Internationally, there is Russia and Holland and the USA. And I always, my dream is to play in World Cups regularly, and I also play the role of supporter to my teammates when they go to world international events.
الكابتن بتاعي هو اللي بيعلمني وهو قدوة ليا، فأنا عايزة أكون زيه لما أكبر.
أنا اسمي جودي نبيل، عندي 15 سنة.
My name is Judy Nabil. I'm 15 years of age. At the start, I was a Kung Fu champion, athlete, and a coach. And then I was introduced to kickboxing via Captain Walid. I really loved the game from the start, and I won many championships in kickboxing. I came in first in the Cairo Championship and also first nationally, and I won 2 World Cups, one in Egypt and one in Turkey. When you hit your opponent in the thigh, you get 1 point. Also in the chest, you get 1 point, and in the head, 1 point. And when you get also 2 and 3 points if you jump while hitting your opponent. We have digital refereeing as well. We play all styles and we practice all skills. In championships, the coach chooses the style that we're going to participate in according to our abilities, and we play a lot of trial matches, of course, before any championships. We have the ring style and the mat style. There is the full contact and the K1 and the low kick when it comes to the ring style. And then we have the light kick and semi-contact and full contact on the mat. We have a lot of safety measures and precautionary measures and a lot of protective equipment in our sport, just like any other.
طبعا بيبقى فيه سيفتي جامدة جدا زي أي لعبة. احنا طبعا في الأول بيعملوا بطولة قاهرة.
At the beginning, we have the Cairo Championship. The winners go on to play in the National Championship. Those come first in the National Championship go into qualifiers for the selection to the national team. It's a new sport here in Egypt, relatively, especially for girls, but we have Captain Muhammad Subih and Captain Zainab and Captain Walid Muawad in the association. They really support us. There is a difference between us girls and boys comes to practicing the sport. The boys depend on strength and we depend on fitness and on agility. And of course, the weight categories differ from girls to boys naturally. Usually, the athlete has to be fit, mentally fit and physically fit for championships. Morocco, Jordan and Algeria are our Arab competitors, while internationally France, Turkey, Poland and Russia are the main leaders. My dream is to play in World Cups, and I always also play the role of supporter to my teammates when they participate in international events. We need in our sport a lot of focus and determination and self-confidence. My goal is to win the World Championship yet again.
My name is Sama Basim Mahmoud. I'm 14 years old. I was playing kung fu, but when kickboxing started to be known, my coach Captain Walid told me about it, and I tried it, and I love it. I got the first place in Cairo tournament, and I got the first place in the Republic tournament, and I joined the Egyptian national team, and I got the third place in the world tournament. In kickboxing, there is 7 styles. Three of them are played in the ring, which are the K1 Oriental, the full contact, and the low kick. And the other 4 styles are played in the carpet, which are the light contact, kick light, and musical forms, and the semi-contact. And how about how the points are calculated? If the player kicks in the head, if the player kicks in the head, he gets 2 points, and if he kicks in the groin or in the chest, he gets 1 point. If he kicks in the head with jump, he gets 3 points. If he kicks in the chest with jump, he gets 2 points.
متهيألي ان اكتر حاجه ممكن تخلي النشاط يستمر ويكبر في مصر، هو مش لازم نعمل سيمينارات بتتعمل في القاهره، يعني مره تتعمل في القاهره، مره في اسكندريه، مره في الوادي، لان نقل الخبرات دي بتخلي الناس تبص وتشاهد وتقرر ان هي تمارس اللعبه.
اليوم التدريبي بتاع لاعب الاكيدو.
In the ordinary days, the coach trains us all the skills, but before the tournament, he sees which style we choose and also sees our skills and focus on it, and he makes us play matches more and more. And about the most important players, this sport is new in Egypt, and it wasn't have any union, just as a combat with another player like Kung Fu or boxing, so there isn't much people. But there is Captain Subeh and Captain Zainab and my coach Captain Walid. The player in kickbox must be strong and don't afraid from anything to be able to attack or defend in the match.